Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to define a custom type in Golang. This is basically how Golang does object-oriented programming because there's no defined way of doing native way of doing object-oriented programming, because what you do is you define a struct, which is basically a class type thing equivalent to Java, and then you can write functions and methods for it. That's why you don't actually need a native way of doing object-oriented programming like we have in Java, right? So again, we're doing these things and in preparation for doing real DevOps type coding in Golang, which will really help you in coding exercises during the interviews. Okay, let's get started. But before I do, please subscribe to my channel. That tells me that these are helping somebody out there. And so when I see the subscriber count go up, that really motivates me to make new videos every day. So here we go. So what we do here is so for example, if we have a type, let's say string, right? You can only have defined methods and functions for strings. But if you define a custom type, which you will see is very simple, extremely simple, right? And once you see it once, then it will make easy sense. Then you can have custom functions based on that new type. So seeing is believing. So let's do this. So let's say type. We're going to say car, and this will be nothing but string. Now, in a more complicated example, we would be doing a struct, right? Which will be a true object, right? But because I want to just show you today just the idea of defining custom type, so I don't want to make it complicated. So this is no different than a string, except that we will be able to write custom functions for it. So that's car. Now we're going to write a function for it that doesn't exist for strings. So in this case, we will say drive a car. That's the name of the function, right? And this will take in our type. So C1 is of type car. That is something we just defined, right? And what will it do? It will just send back. It will, this should be parentheses. C1 of type car. And then we're going to say, okay, we're going to say return this two strings. I am driving space plus C1, the one that came in, and it will make a little bit more sense. I think I have to do a parenthesis on top of that. Okay, it doesn't like C1. Okay, we'll deal with that later. But right now, oh, is that better? Dude, why are you helping me? Don't help me. Okay, we'll deal with that later. But anyway, it will make a lot more sense when I actually use it. So you're going to say car1 equals Toyota Celica, let's just say, right? That's the name of the car. Then we're going to say print, call the function, drive a car, right? Drive a car, and send it this car, right? So even though car1 is nothing but a string, now we can actually call a function that is not possible with a regular string. Okay, now there is a problem here. Too many return values. Let's make life easier for us. So we're going to say result equals let's define a string that is that, and then we'll return that. Like that. Return result. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Okay, save that. Still doesn't like it. Okay, what's the problem? Too many return values. Oh, we forgot to define what we should return. It will return a string. That's why it was happening. All of that was happening because we didn't. The function the way it was written until now was it would not return anything. And we're trying to return something from a function that didn't have a return type. So now we do. So now, let's see, car1, this needs a colon. Save that, clear the screen, right? So we are going to run the program, and you will see that it's saying, I am driving Toyota Celica, right? So the whole point of this video is to show you that we can define a custom type, and then have functions and methods on that type that we could not do in a regular string. So if we had a struct that had multiple fields, right, then that could be our new type, and then you could have methods and functions on that type. So if you think about it, this is no different than objects in Java. You have a custom type, and you give it an instance, in this case car1, and then you use the functions and methods that you define on top of that type, right? This is how you do object-oriented programming in Golang, right? Again, the point of this is to get us closer and closer to writing actual DevOps codes with Golang, which will come in real handy when you have a coding exercise as part of the interview set for DevOps roles. Hope you found this useful, and I will see you in the next video.